I want to give you all the news that's fit to be printed, and I'm not going to print it because I'm not going to waste paper here. So I'm just going to read it to you. Here we go. I don't know if this story is true, but it's mind-blowing. This is the story of the man who, and I don't believe it's true, but I'm going to read it to you anyway. I'm just preface it by saying I don't believe it's true. I've got it in all of my news feeds this morning. China. It's in China, and doctors are treating a man who lost his right ear in a car accident. They've helped him, actually, I believe, using stem cell research. They've been able to grow another ear on his arm.
Wow.
Yeah.
On his arm.
They're growing it on his arm. They'll then cut it off and put it where he lost his ear severed.
I thought you said it was a 3D printer that was making
the patient, identified only as Xi, is in his late 30s, was injured a year ago, and has been receiving treatment from Gu Shunzhong, an expert in reconstructive surgery at the First Affiliated Hospital of something or other in Chinese. I can't even read it. The guy has 33 years of experience, the doctor, and his colleague, Shu Myogo, devised a 3-step reconstruction plan using part of the patient's rib cartilage. In the first phase, the doctors buried a skin expander. I mean, the list goes on how they did it, but I just want you to look at the picture, and you tell me if you think this is true. The minute I saw the photo, I had to think, this cannot be true. To me, it looks like they're
tilted a little more there.
They're growing a pretzel on this guy's arm or something.
Kind of look like a pretzel.
So it looks like it's starting.
That's Annie's Best, whatever that is, in the mall.
Annie Ann's.
Annie Ann's.
Oh my gosh! It looks
God,
like
your
the
arm
top.
smells delicious. I mean, I can't help but want to buy something off you.
There's a little dipping sauce over there,
Yeah,
too.
that's right. I prefer the garlic cheese.
Well, that's amazing. That really is amazing.
I don't believe it, though.
You don't believe it?
No, I think
I'm
it's
checking
crap.
to see if it's real.
It's not. It can't be real.
I
someday
believe they
it'll
can
be.
do this. I believe they can do this. The Daily Mail has it. The Daily Mail.
Another that. Thank you.
Proves the point.
Fox News has it.
Okay. Well, again, there you go. There you go. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. Especially the smile on this doctor's face. Like, look at this. Look what I've created here.
Look at my ear.
There's an arm on his ear. Or there's an ear on his arm. I don't believe it. Now, I do
And
believe
Reuters has this as well.
Oh. You're barking
Stephanie,
up the
call
wrong tree.
China. Let's call over there and see what they say.
All right, we'll give
Get
him.
G on the phone.
You,
All right.
you translate for us. We'll check later. Yeah, he's if it's true, it's true. I mean, but what do you do with the giant gash you're going to create in his arm?
Well, that'll.
Yeah, cool scar. Cool scar.
That'll. You could just sew that up and be a little scar.
Glad to see as the guy's wife. He comes home and he's like, and he's look at, I've got my new ear, and she's like, you know what? I got to tell you, I can't be with you anymore. It's that scar in your arm. It's killing me. I can't get past it. I just can't get past it. Yeah. Well, listen, if it's true, that's awesome. But, next time, grow it on your back where you can put a shirt over it, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Why the arm?
Okay, a few other stories that are interesting out there. We had the story of the Ohio woman who's been charged. She's a mother. Her son, she took vodka to a game and put it in a sippy cup. How about the fraternity ousting 2 Babson college students who drove through the campus, Wellesley campus is where it is, campus waving a Trump flag. They've now banished the people. It is interesting to see these millennials, if you will, getting interested in politics, but I'm not sure they voted because those millennials were not voting for Trump. They were Bernie Sanders, which there's no way they could vote for Trump. They'd have to vote for Hillary or not vote at all or vote for, what's her name, Jill Stein?
Jill Stein, yeah.
Or Gary Johnson.
Or Gary Johnson. Starbucks, it's over now. Are you ready? This is the big controversy as Starbucks continues in its quest to remove religion from the world through their cups, which I don't understand. So what was the controversy last year? They put out their red cups, and it didn't mention Christmas or something, or it didn't say Christmas.
Right. Didn't they have snowflake cups, too, that were a problem one time?
They had like a snowflake, or they might have had something else. Some had snowflakes on them. But some people complained that it didn't say Merry Christmas, or
but then
there was no mention of Christmas on the cup.
Yeah, I got to tell you, there is no mention of Christmas here. This is another made-up story that's stupid. And first of all, not everyone in the world is Christian. B, I don't think that their intention is to get involved with any religion at all, right, if you're a business of that size. and look around you, all the things that are about Christmas that don't mention Jesus. They're all over the place. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, we all love that one. But we're going to protest that because there's nowhere in there. Where's baby Jesus? Where is baby Jesus here? The postman coming in, delivering the mail. Remember him, Andy Rooney doing that?
The Christmas tree itself, Santa Claus. I mean, there's so many things.
All of that stuff. I mean, to go after Starbucks, it's just the dumbest thing, and all it does is promote them even more, right?
Well, yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
And it also wasn't their concern that maybe I want to say also, too, weren't some people mad because it was red and green and applied Christmas and not like Hanukkah or any other holiday tradition?
I don't remember that.
Whatever. No matter what you do, someone is going to complain. No matter what you do, someone is going to complain.
Yes.
Okay, in Japan, I'll do one more story, and then I have to move on. Japan police have arrested the alleged footlicker. He's out there, the footlicker.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And this is real. I mean, this happens. And it's not an uncommon. I mean, it's uncommon, but it's not so uncommon that you've never heard of anything like this before. Police have arrested a fetishist who allegedly licked and nibbled a woman's foot for more than 30 minutes. Police say in
Wait
Akira,
a minute.
It's funny how I believe this story, but not the ear story.
Now, I guess anything you do in the privacy of your own bedroom is fine. So I'm assuming they were on like a subway or something?
Police say that Akira Nishiyama, 56, allegedly talked the 20-something woman in July into sitting in the driver's seat of his car under the pretense of helping him check the braking system. So it's like, listen, I'm trying to check my lights. Do you mind sitting here? I got to get underneath here and fix the lights. The woman, whose name was withheld, told police she could not immediately get free because he held onto her ankle. Several similar cases have been reported in the same area since 2012. Local police have been pursuing the perpetrator, nicknaming him the footlicker. According to
2012,
it's been going on. Yes, he's
4 years.
They say every time he escaped on foot. Several. I don't know if you know, but I've been cocktailing this morning.
I would believe it.
Several similar cases have been reported in the same area since 2012.
Can you imagine the police, though? I mean, we have been going after this guy for 4 years. We can't get the footlicker. Come on.
It's clearly, obviously, a violation, but I just...
A violation, yeah, I'd say.
Yes, it's a bit... But for some reason, right, I mean, when you have these crazy stories, I mean, for this woman, it had to be an incredibly scary moment. But several women, they say, since 2012.
I don't think it's the same thing as... like what Trump had bragged about doing when he'd meet a woman.
Right.
I don't think it's the same thing as touching other parts, but yeah.
Well,
I mean, this is unwanted advances.
It's unwanted advances, which all falls into the same category, I would say. Yeah. All right, 7:21. I want to talk to Tanya Powers coming up next. Also, can I take John before I break? Do I have a second? John, good morning. You're on the radio.
How are you, sir? How are you?
Good.
Hey, did you hear about the guy in St. Louis was arrested, a traffic cop? The police department was pulling people over and women and sucking their toes.
Oh, that was true. I remember that story.
What was that?
He'd pull people over and claim to be a cop, and then wanted to like suck on their toes. Yeah. It's the whole foot fetish thing. I mean, don't put that up on your Google because it'll go nuts on. It just things pop up like you wouldn't believe. All right, John, I remember that. Good stuff. Thank you, man. We do have to break. We'll come right back at WIBX.